Hi Cancer, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Emma here from SoulSync Expression, and I am going to get into your February love reading. So I've already pulled the oracle cards for this reading just to save some time. So with the Yin card, basically what that talks about is that you just need to let others take the lead for February. Let them show you who they are in their actions, and you'd probably be surprised. And it also just talks about surrendering to the universe and allowing things to flow to you naturally. Then with the new moon in Pisces, so it says meditate and contemplate. And basically what this card talks about is about dreams and romance and soulmates and that type of thing. But it also says that there's this new start, that you'll have your head in the clouds from this start, basically. It also talks about manifesting your dreams and letting your feelings guide the way. So think with your heart at this time and let your heart guide you. It also says just to face your fears because they're holding you back. And it can also mean that whatever situation is happening is being healed, but you just need to surrender to the universe. And it also says just not to be deceptive or willingly deceived either. Then with the squirrel spirit, so this says believe in yourself. And then what this card talks about is that you have everything that you need and you've put in all the work. So all you need to do now is just relax and receive that. And that's very synchronistic of the Yin card and also the new moon in Pisces. It also says that you have what it takes to co-create the reality that you want, and that spirit believes in you and you should also believe in yourself. So I'm going to get the energies for you and your person. I didn't even have to ask. I was going for your person first. So your person got the Empress. This is their energy for Feb. And let's get your energy. So for your energy, then we got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this doesn't mean that this is the energy in the relationship with each of you. It's just your energies in general for Feb. So with the Empress is very creative and warm, very sensual, sometimes fertile. So if you're not planning, take precautions. And also they're very gentle and compassionate and loving this month. Then with you having the Wheel of Fortune as your energy, so you could be feeling very lucky or very in line with the universe. And you could also just feel a good change coming. So the first thing I want to ask is the situation between you and your person in Feb. So we have the 8 of Swords. And let's clarify that. So we have the Wheel of Fortune clarifying that. Actually, let's put that there. So with the 8 of Swords, they see you as, if you're single, so they see you as someone that they can't offer a new beginning to because they don't really want to make the first move, or they just prefer to be passive in general. They're also worried about things not going as planned, and they don't really want to take responsibility for that. If it's a current relationship, so they could see you as trapped in your own anxiety about romance. They could also see you as being very passive or accepting whatever is happening, and you don't really verbalize what's actually bothering you to them, is how they view you. If it's your ex, then they see you as maybe very dominating or that you trapped them, and they still have feelings for you, but they're scared to make the first move. That doesn't mean that you should make the first move, but they are worried about that, and they would prefer to go with the flow rather than have to take charge. And then with the Wheel of Fortune clarifying that, so they could see you as that you're their fate, or that you're... Sorry about that, Cancer. My camera decided to stop recording and I did a lot of the reading, but I will redo it for you. So basically what I was saying with the wheel clarifying the 8 of Swords is that they do see you as fate, or that you're destined to be together, and they do feel lucky to have you in their life. So next I want to ask, what are their feelings towards you? So we got the 2 of Swords reversed, and then I want to clarify that. Didn't even barely have to ask. And we got the Lovers. So with the Two of Swords reversed, if you're single, they're feeling very avoidant, and that maybe they feel that you might be pressuring them to make some sort of decision between you and maybe someone else or something else. They basically want it both ways, and they don't want to cut off one of their options. The Lovers is also a choice card as well. But if you're in a current relationship, then they could be avoiding some sort of major decision in the relationship, and they're quite confused and overwhelmed. They feel that maybe you or other people are pressuring them, but the more you want them to choose, the less that they'll actually want to deal with it. And then if it's your ex, so they're confused and overwhelmed with how the relationship ended, and their way of dealing with how the breakup ended is basically just not dealing with it at all. I don't know if that makes sense, like very avoidant. And then with the Lovers clarifying that, so like I said again, it is a card about choices, so some decision needs to be made. And they do want to feel harmonious with you, and they do have love or feelings for you, but they need to make a choice, and this is kind of stressing them out. So I want to see, how do you view them? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands reversed. And let's just clarify that. And we have the Three of Swords clarifying that. So with the Page of Wands in the reverse, basically the way, if you're single, you'll see them as quite indecisive, or might have to do with your past if you see them that way. You also feel like they're hesitant to start a new relationship. If it's your current person, then you kind of see them as restless or bored or something like that. Or it could be just some sort of restlessness or boredom in your life type of thing, and maybe the relationship has lost the fiery times, to put it PG. You basically just need to have an honest conversation with them about whatever's going on your mind. And if it's your ex, so you're kind of up and down with how you see them. Sometimes you want to get back with them, and other times you kind of want nothing to do with them, with the Page of Wands in reversed. And with the Three of Swords clarifying that, so you see them as someone who's been through a lot of pain and trauma, or it could be that they hurt you in the past in a big way. And you could also see them as bringing some sort of baggage into your new relationship if you're single. So what is Cancer's feelings for their person in Feb, please? So we have the Two of Wands reversed. You guys have a lot of reversals here, and it's another decision card as well. Not to say that's bad, just we'll see what the energies do. Let's just clarify that. So two cards came out there. We have the Hermit and we have the Star, clarifying that. So I'm going to pick this one up first just for ease. So with your feelings, with the Two of Wands reversed, if you're single, you could be very hesitant or unsure of the commitment. It could be bad timing, and you might feel stuck around kind of expectations that haven't been spoken about. If it's your current person, you could feel like the relationship needs to get back on track. You've kind of been taking each other for granted and lost sight of the overall vision or the goals of the relationship in general. And it could also make them more hesitant to commit and move the relationship forward because you've kind of, lost sight of it yourself. And if it's an ex, then you don't know what you want or how you feel. You're kind of scared of commitment and getting hurt again. And then with the Star and the Hermit clarifying that, both of these cards are about healing. So either you want to heal yourself, or you want to heal the relationship, or you want to heal both. You're also kind of just going within to figure out what it is that you want, and you're kind of contemplating and doing some self-reflection. There is also a big part of you that's very hopeful, though, for the relationship to get it back on track. So let's see, any blockages for you and your person in Feb? So we have the Seven of Pentacles. And let's clarify that. And we have the King of Swords clarifying that. So with the Seven of Pentacles, so if you're single, you're both in the phase of really contemplating if this emotional investment is worth what you're putting into it, or what the maybe potential heartbreak is in the future, or whatever the outcome would be in the future. You're kind of just assessing your feelings and just make sure that you aren't settling for less than what you actually want. If it's your current relationship, then again, you're kind of questioning if your efforts are going to bring your connection to that level that you want it to be. And you just need to evaluate the dynamics of the relationship and the value that it actually brings to your life. Just figure out if it's fulfilling your needs, which I think you are with the Hermit. You're doing some self-reflection and contemplating anyway. And then if it's your ex, so you're kind of wondering if all the energy and time you put into the relationship was worth it. So you could just be sitting there and be like, oh my God, what a waste of time. Like, why did I do that? Or, you know, that type of thing. Or it wasn't worth what you did, what you put into it. It just caused you a lot of pain, basically, and a lot of lost time. You just need to learn from the past experiences, basically. And with the King of Swords clarifying that, so the King of Swords could be about rigid thinking, or maybe being cold or calculating could be an issue in the relationship. You could also be putting too much control on the outcome instead of letting the relationship just flow naturally. And it also, the King of Swords is about thinking and using his head and that type of thing. So you could be maybe irrational, or maybe you could be thinking with your head instead of your heart. So the blockages basically in general would be like, stop focusing on what this is going to bring you in the future, or if it's worth it, or that type of thing. And stop overthinking and just let everything flow naturally as it's supposed to. So what is Cancer's person's next actions towards Cancer, please? So we have the Ten of Wands. Let's clarify that, please. And we have the King of Pentacles. So with the Ten of Wands, if you're single, the next action is that they want to move towards a new relationship with you, but they're feeling very burdened by maybe some emotional baggage or lack of time or energy to be able to put into this. They do want to make this work though. And if it's your current partner, so they want to work hard on the relationship and get past whatever difficulty it is that you guys are going through. But they're in it for the long run, and they will fight for the relationship when things get tough. It is a two-way street though, so both of you need to put in equal effort to make it work. So if it's your ex, then they want to move on and just forget the past. They've kind of already reached their limit, but they're dragging their feet on making a decision, and they're giving you mixed signals. And with the King of Pentacles clarifying that, so they do want to treat you well and give you stability and security, and they want to be sure and decisive and bring you something that is actually a full-on decision of this is what they want to do, and it's mature and secure. So what is their advice for Cancer for their relationship in February with their person? So we have the Hermit. And let's clarify that. And we have the Four of Wands clarifying that. So with the Hermit, just take some space and maybe give your person some space. If you give them space, then just show them appreciation and help them whenever they need it, and you can grow closer an inch at a time. It's basically the long game is what this is. You also just need to respect them and what they're actually focused on, and just don't push the boundaries. It could also sometimes mean the opposite, which means to spend more time with your person and don't be a hermit, obviously when you're both free. And then with the Four of Wands clarifying that, so it's basically telling you to celebrate the relationship and bring the joy back, and just focus on creating a stronger foundation for you guys. And also you just need to prioritize the relationship and make more time for like fun and connection. So Cancer, I just want to get some advice just for you for the month of Feb. So we got the mirror, who and what is triggering you. So the mirror can kind of represent people or situations that can trigger you, or your mirror to kind of reflect back what you believe to be true about life or the universe or even yourself. It also could bring out kind of shadows and light. So you also just need to heal and accept the shadow side of yourself. Like, you need to actually love all the parts of you, even the ones that you consider to be bad. That doesn't mean that you don't, you can just flaunt those traits that maybe aren't beneficial to everyone around you, but you still need to work on them. But there's no point in pushing them down and hating them and, oh, like, I hate that about myself, because it's actually just going to make it worse. So you are who you are. You need to accept who you are, and you can try and work on the things that you've considered to be bad, let's say. It also talks about looking closely at whatever these triggers are, and when have you felt like this before. So that could kind of trigger what you actually need to heal within yourself, is to figure out exactly what those triggers are and how they've caused you issues in the past, let's say. So let's get some romance angels for you, Cancer. So 2 came out there. We've got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. We have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Let's get one more. We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So with the romantic feelings and the express your love, I feel like these two are quite similar, where it's basically, a lot of the cards were saying that you guys kind of need to build on your connection again and bring back that fun to the relationship. So express what's on your mind and connect with each other again. Have fun together and bring out those feelings that you guys had in the beginning. If it's obviously a new person, when it says express your love, obviously take that how that resonates. You might need to just go ahead and tell them how you feel, even if it's in just a subtle way or whatever that is. And then also let your friends help you. So maybe they can help you by giving you advice, or supporting you in some way, or maybe even helping you with ideas on how to bring back the spark or whatever that is. And it also has worth waiting for, and that divine timing is at work now. So you need to be in the position to receive whatever is happening. So if you're constantly like worried about it or stressing over it or trying to control the situation, it's just going to make the time waiting as a longer period. So you just need to basically work on that feminine side and be in the receiving mode to receive whatever blessings are coming your way. And it says you're very lucky. Your energy is very lucky in the month of Feb. So let the universe do its thing, basically. So I'm going to get some messages from your person. Mostly this is for people in separation, but let's just see what comes out. So 2 came out there. We have I hid who I really am from you. We have it's time for me to heal now. There's the 3 of Swords as well, which is they could be healing from that past hurt. I wish I had treated you better. There could have been some sort of argument that they might have said something they regret, or just in general. We have my life is not as together as it seems, and I love you unconditionally. And we have I wonder if you're happy without me. So those are all pretty straightforward. You might think that they're kind of just living their life and being like, yeah, whatever, like everything's cool. And it's actually, that's just a facade. They do wonder if you're kind of moving on and prefer being single or without you in their life. They are healing, like I said, from this Three of Swords. They could have hid who they really are, or hid something from you in a way that they didn't want to reveal their feelings or something along those lines. But they do love you unconditionally. So that's it. That's everything that I have for you guys, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And just to let you guys know, I'm going to start doing the career readings for Feb for you guys very soon. And starting from next week, I'm going to start posting just general advice for each zodiac sign on anything that you need to know for each week. So I'll start that, post that next week for the following week, and we'll try that weekly and see how you guys like it. So thanks for watching, and take care and enjoy the day or night wherever you are.